As I was preparing for the trip yesterday, I was kind of cleaning out my wallet, taking out all these old receipts, and I actually found one of these filled out. This is an application form for a prize game that you get on our gas stations. You go, you sit in your car, and you start driving, and suddenly your gas lamp starts, comes on, and you say, oh my God, I have to stop and get some gas. And then you stop at the gas station and you buy gas, and then they give you your receipt, and along with the receipt you get one of these. And you have to fill it out. But you just stop for gas and you're really in a hurry. So basically you just put the papers in your pocket and then you go. And then maybe when you get home, you just find the paper and you think, oh my God, it's a prize game. Yeah, I should fill it up. And then you fill it up and put it in your wallet. And then you go and get some more gas. And then you leave. You get another blank paper, but you still have one filled in your wallet. And then you never put it in, because there's so many people behind you waiting, because when you fill your gas, you're just praying that you're going to be the first one at the cash register so you can pay and you just go. So how many of you just like hanging out on gas stations, filling out forms? No? Nobody? That's what I thought. So basically, this is not very user-friendly. And if you look at it, you're going to see that they actually have a double opt-in, because you have the signature here and a signature here. So it's a literal double opt-in. If you want to receive their information, you want to receive their newsletters or whatever. So why doesn't this work? This doesn't work because, first of all, it has too many information you have to fill in. Then you have the double opt-in, physical double opt-in. And if you want to check on the status of the game, so let's say you do fill it out, and then you do put it in that little box they have by the register. What happens next? You don't know what's going on with your application. You can go to their website. You can search for the information about the prize game among everything else that's on their website. You can go to their Facebook page. Again, you can search through all the content they post daily to find information about the prize game, but who's going to bother with that? So you can't find information easily. You can only get the application form and join the prize game at the location, and that's only one channel. And as I already said, if you don't do it right then and there and you leave, the chances that you're going to do it, they just reduce. So why do brands still use them? I mean, they use them really a lot in Croatia. They use them on gas stations. They use them in supermarkets to collect your data. Now with GDPR, everything is a bit changed, but they still use them. And they're great. Prize games are really awesome because they let you, they have this psychological effect that, okay, they're going to give me something, so I'm going to buy there because they're thinking of me. They want me to think that I'm a valued customer, and they are going to take the time to organize something, and they're going to give me some prizes if I'm lucky enough. Yeah, there is that psychological effect. And then, they increase awareness, because I'm going to tell my friends that I joined this prize game and it's going to be cool, and if it's done the right way and you put it on social media and you get really great hashtags, it's going to spread and it's going to increase awareness of your brand. So great, prize games are great. And of course they will increase sales because people are going to come back to the same location and they're going to buy again, because I think that is about 60% of purchases are done by 15% of buyers who come and return. So great, people who come and return are going to buy again, and prize games are great for increasing sales. And they're also great for increasing your subscriber base, but not this one. Because if you don't fill it out and you don't put it in, it fails. And they can be a great source of consumer data, because you can add some question, or you can add a bit of information they have to fill out, or later you can send them questionnaires and you can fill your base with the consumer data, but not this one. This one doesn't deliver. But before we go on to talking about prize games a bit more, let's talk a bit about messaging. I understand that in Hungary, people don't send SMS as much. But SMS is still a very valuable channel. Why? There are several reasons. First of all, it's already on your phone. You don't have to install anything. It's there. It's the native messaging app, so you can get SMS even if you don't have internet connection, if you don't receive your emails, if you don't receive your WhatsApps and Vibers and whatnot, you can receive SMS. And after the introduction of various instant messaging applications, SMS did witness a bit of a drop. But it's got a second wind now, because companies are really finding innovative ways of using SMS. For instance, Sweden in 2015, they started using SMS to thank blood donors for donating blood. But they went a step further. And once that your blood was used to save somebody's life, you will get a text message. And suddenly it's going to be real. Oh my God, the blood that I gave, that I would usually just give and forget, actually saved somebody's life. And it's here written on my phone. And of course, this increased their blood donations at the time when it was at the lowest point. Other countries soon followed suit. One of them was Australia, Red Cross in Australia. They started using these kind of messages. And just to stay on the same continent, Australian UNICEF was the first company that accepted donations via SMS. So, then again, in Victoria, in Australia, they started using SMS to communicate in schools, communicate with parents. They would send them information if there was some emergency or the child was absent or he had to go to the nurse. So everything would be sent via SMS. So that's why SMS is still growing, it's still strong. People are today using them for verification of transactions, verification of accounts, for security, for anti-fraud, to get appointments, to get coupons, to arrange deliveries, and millennials are using it even more and more. So that's what data says. Just look at the way that the SMS is used in Africa. I don't know how many of you know, but Africa is a country that, just because of its limited technology and availability of technology, they started using SMS in the way that nobody else did. They were the first ones that used SMS for mobile payment. And today they can transfer money, they can pay their bills, they can get their life insurance, they can sell their livestock, their crops, they can learn how to read all via SMS. And other countries around the world are just following, and they're seeing these great examples, and they're following. So SMS is still on the rise. And let me ask you a question. How many of you have sent an SMS in the last 24 hours? Nice. In the last 3 days? In the last week? Okay, how many SMS did you receive in the last week? And how many email did you receive? Yeah? So when I was traveling, I got the apartment where I'm staying tonight via booking.com, not a promotion, not an endorsement. And so I reached out to my landlords via email. And I sent them an email to tell them when I'll be arriving today. And they didn't read it, and they didn't reply to it. I had to call them today from the car, arriving and saying, okay, come on, I'm going to be there earlier than I expected. So, okay, I came to the apartment. She was still cleaning. I had to go and walk by the river and by the theater, the National Theater, wait until she finished cleaning up. But she didn't read my email, because how many email do you get a day? And how many SMS do you get a day? So which one are you going to read? And that's why companies use SMS all around the world. And they get great results from that. How many hours do you think latest research says that we spend on our mobile phones? What do you think? Just say a number. It's between 6 and 4. It's 5. 5 hours a day. So just to put that into perspective, it would take you 9 hours and 18 minutes to watch the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. Not the director's cut, I think. Just the basic one. So more than half of that time, every day, we spend on our phones. But when I talk about SMS, and when I talk about messaging, I don't only talk about SMS. Because you know that Twilio's report says that an average consumer has about 3 different messaging apps on their phone and uses about 3 different messaging apps every day. So if we look at the same report, this is the way that people use messaging. Consumers use messaging when they talk to friends and family and when they use it for business. So basically 47% of them use native SMS as a preferred means of communication with the business. 21% on Facebook Messenger and then WhatsApp. So, but when we talk about, again, instant messaging, the most popular one is WhatsApp, right there on top with the Facebook Messenger. Then the third and the fourth are from China, figures. It's like WeChat and QQ Mobile. And then you have Skype and Viber. But they still prefer SMS, native SMS. But now that I've talked about that, the reason why I'm here today is to talk about an omni-channel approach to prize games. And not only to prize games, to every kind of communication that you have with your customers. And when I say omni-channel, I'm talking about including SMS, chatbots, bulk SMS, website, customer care, everything that you can offer, every channel that you can offer is great. Because why are chatbots great? Chatbots are great because they get the user there where they are. Users are on Facebook. Users are on WhatsApp. They are on Viber. You don't have to get them to come to you. They are already there. And then you just go there. Instead of getting them to come to your website, just go there. This is an example of a campaign that used, basically on the first year that they used, it's voting for a song of the year held in Croatia. The first year they only used website. And so on the second year, they continued using the website, but they introduced 2 new channels. They introduced chatbots on Viber and chatbots on Facebook. And so it only took 3 months for Facebook to go over the number of the votes. This is the number of votes. The number of votes on website, and then Viber soon caught up. So this just tells you that it's really, really, really works. Because you go where the users are. So I'm going to show you quickly a video of this campaign, so you can see. So you see several channels, and users can get on either one of them and vote on every channel. The drop happened because of the World Championship in football. People were too busy watching Croatia. So basically, this is what happens when you go to where your users are instead of trying to get them to come to you. You get this kind of success, you get this kind of interaction, people trying to and wanting to interact with something that's exciting and new. And we're going to skip the second video because my time is up. But I just wanted to show you one more campaign. This is really an omni-channel prize game that was held in 5 different countries. It lasted for a month. People had to buy something in the store and then just send in their names and the account number and to join the prize game. So this is it. This is to finish with, so you get the idea of what a really omni-channel game looks like. No, the next one. So the prize game is something that people already know. It's easy. You just get the account, you just send your information. So like account, the number, the keyword, and your name. That's all that you have to send. 2 pieces of information, not more than that. Of course, this is logical because Serbia is the largest of the countries. And then, of course, they introduced the chatbot prize game. But the great thing about chatbots is that they lead you from beginning to the end, through the entire flow, so you can't get lost, you cannot know what you have to do next. And they offer additional information, and once people enter your chatbot, you can always reach them, because you just send them a message. They're there, they're friends, you can talk to them. Basically, you see that SMS is still the prevalent channel that customers use to enter the prize game. You have to promote the prize game. It doesn't work by itself. And this is also a great thing. You can use bulk SMS to re-engage those people that have already entered the prize game and get them to go and buy again and enter again. So that's the example I wanted to show you. And since we're out of time, I could talk until tomorrow. If you have any questions, I'm here to listen and answer. No? Okay, so thank you for your time and your patience, and enjoy the rest of the workshop.